Well, of course, mobile gaming is a big part of Game Lab this year as well, and we are happy to have Damir with us. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
So, first off, tell us a bit about My Singing Monsters success story.
So it's now our 6th year since this game is out. It's been long time in the lifespan of a game, and still going strong. We just launched a new island today. We have a TV series in production coming out sometimes next year, so there will be one of these very, very long franchises that we believe it's going to get more and more audience as time passes.
For people that don't know the game yet, can you give us a brief explanation?
Absolutely. It's quite unique. It's a world-building game when you breed this little cute and kind of scary monsters that sing together in harmony and create new songs and basically allow users to create songs on their own, picking the monsters they're going to sing.
And in which platforms it is available?
It's currently available on iOS and Android platform. A version is also out for PS Vita as well.
Okay, your panel today was called More Than Mobile Games, if I'm correct. What did you share with the audience?
So basically discussion was about the future of the mobile games, but more new technology, new ways of monetization, new ways to engage with the audience, and typically evolution of the mobile games in the future, what we expect is going to happen.
How do you think you can stand out with a game in a so crowded market with a mobile game, such as you did with Singing Monsters?
Well, you absolutely have to do something that no one did before. So sometimes you might be too early for that. We have games in the past that have been very, very successful as far as the reception of the audience, maybe not commercially, but every time when we had a big hit, there was something that's not been done before.
If I'm correct, you have a background of which you did video games TV show and video games magazine before being a video game producer. How did that background of yours help you when you became a video game producer?
Well, yeah, my career spans like 30-something years now. Actually, I started making games in the early 80s. Back in the days, those were listings in magazines that would be published. Then I went a little bit to the broadcasting, a little bit to the publishing, always kind of tied up to video games. And in late 90s, I decided, okay, now it's time really to start my own game studio. I moved to Canada, worked in another studio for a couple of years, Digital Illusion. They're now part of EA. And a few years later, I decided, okay, it was perfect time for mobile. Also, the feature phones just started getting games on 2002, 2003, and I thought it was perfect time for me to start the studio. And 16, 17 years later, here I am.
What else can we expect from your studio? What new projects can you tell us about?
Sure. The big one we're going to launch sometimes this summer is called Concert Kings. It's very hard to describe it because, like I said, we have to come up with something new. So there's not easy for me to find a comparison in existing games. But let's say band management, simulation in a way, when you create your band together, putting together music, going on tours, all that combined with some strategy, adventure elements. Like I said, it's very hard to describe. It has a mix of a lot of different genres, but again, music is the main aspect that holds all this together.
What about that aspect? My Singing Monsters, then building up a band. How is music so important to these games?
Well, I think what we're trying to do is reach the broadest possible audience, and what really ties up everyone is music. This is probably easiest way to find a common ground with kids, adults, audience, teenagers. Everyone really can play games we're making. So, and also we build the audience they kind of expect from us for our next big title to have something to do with music at least.
All right, closing one. We are seeing now that many mobile games are being adapted to the Nintendo Switch, given its portability. Is that something that might be interesting to you to do with your own games?
Yeah, back in the past, we did console games at some point, especially on Nintendo. Actually, we did a lot of games in Nintendo. And I would say between 2006 and 2010, probably did about 5 or 6 games. Then we, with iPhone, returned back to mobile. But now we slowly will return back to the consoles because the game we're developing today in terms of production quality and everything, it totally fit the console. Like you will see in our new game, every single move is motion captured. So there's like really, really high production value that allow us to actually launch the game on the console as well. So yeah, that is in our future as well.
All right, thank you very much for your time, Damir.
Thank you.